So a little while ago I did a story about a one-of-one Terminator Cobra that was a competition orange Saleen car. And in the video I had this picture of a competition orange Saleen. So this is not the Terminator car, but this is one of 5 or 6 or so that were made in competition orange. And somebody had messaged me on Instagram and said, hey, that car you had in the picture was actually my dad's car, and this is a picture of it new at the dealership that he had taken. And so that picture was on the internet, and that's where I had found the picture. But that's pretty cool that this was his dad's car, and his dad still has it today. He said it's one of 2 of the competition orange Saleens that has every option on it. And so I think it looks really good in this picture, and he sent me an updated version of what the car looks like now. So this is a current picture of the car, so it looks really good. Tinted windows, other than that, looks about the same. Very nice car. And he continued to tell me about the Mustangs he has. So this is his 2000 Mustang GT, that's silver metallic, and it only has 65,000 miles on it. Same as my '04 silver Mustang GT that has 65,000 miles on it. So very similar car. So the difference between this one and my car would be in '99 and 2000, the Mustang V6 and the Mustang GT looked very similar. The hoods were the same, the side scoops were the same, so they did not have the same hood scoops and side scoops as the GT did for the '01 and later. So like on my '04 Mustang GT, you can see the hood scoop is there and the side scoops are a little bit bigger. But the good news is they could be added to this GT if you wanted to. And so this car does not have the hood scoop. A '99 GT did have an option if it was a 35th anniversary car to have a hood scoop that looks similar, but it is slightly different. And that same hood scoop was also offered on the 2000 Spring Edition Mustang GT, so very similar. It looks like the '01 to '04 hood scoop, but it's not exactly the same. And as we're looking at this Mustang GT from 2000 with the hood scoop, you'll notice the headlights are clear. And so the '99 and 2000 Mustangs had clear headlights with the chrome housing behind them, so they were very bright. And so on this GT that my friend has, he's also changed the headlights to the '01 to '04 style. And this car would have the Windsor engine in it from the Windsor assembly plant. And so basically the story behind that is Ford had a couple of plants where they built engines. They had Windsor assembly plant, and that's the WAP, W-A-P. The Mach 1 engines are WAP, aluminum block engines. But a lot of the truck engines and stuff came from the Windsor assembly plant. But in the '96 to '04 Mustangs that had the 4.6 liter single overhead cam 2-valve engine, specifically, they were all produced at the Romeo plant except for the 2 years of '99 and 2000. And the story behind that is supposedly there was a fire at the Romeo plant and they had to get engines for the Mustangs from the Windsor plant for those 2 years. There are just minor differences like the water pump, the cam gears are pressed on instead of bolted on like on the Romeo engines, and so nothing that you would tell. The valve covers have a different bolt count. The crankshafts in the Windsor engines are 8 bolts, so if you did have a 5-speed car and you went to change a clutch and a flywheel, you'd have to be careful about that. The transmissions were T45s in these years, and then in mid-year '01 they did go to the TR3650, so there are some differences. But the '99 and 2000 Mustang 4.6 liters look pretty much identical. You wouldn't really tell unless you knew these differences. So that's kind of a difference between those cars and the rear spoiler and stuff. So pretty cool car. Silver. It looks like he has the Mach 1 grill delete and a Mach 1 chin spoiler on there. And he said that this was his first Mustang. So pretty cool that he still has it. Here's a picture of it next to his cousin's competition orange Mach 1. So more Mustangs in the family. Really cool to see. Both beautiful cars. And this is his 2001 Mustang Saleen, and this car only has 13,000 miles on it. Very beautiful black Mustang Saleen. So great looking car there. I noticed that the grill on it is the same as the Mustang Bullitt. The Saleen cars had the blacked out corral around the pony just like the Bullitt, so that's kind of cool to see. And speaking of Bullitt, his uncle had this dark Highland green Mustang Bullitt, as well as an azure blue Mustang Mach 1 that we'll see, and his dad had bought this '03 Cobra, brand new, silver, beautiful car. And here's some videos of his uncle's blue Mach 1.
Okay, go ahead.
So that's pretty cool to see. It's fun to meet people and talk cars with them, and it's really neat that he's had all these New Edge Mustangs in his family. Definitely more around him than I got to have growing up, but he said growing up around these cars, he fell in love with them and he wanted to have them himself, and he said someday he'd like to get a Cobra. So cool story, cool to meet people like this and enjoy the Mustang content together. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more Mustang content.